Okay, so do you guys hear me now? They said that they're not hearing sound on the intro.
I know I could hear it, but I'm on StreamYard.
I could hear it as well. Do you guys hear us? Can you guys hear us now? Oh, you can hear us. So
Huh.
weird, weird.
Deb, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can't tell you what happened there then. Yeah,
Okay.
well, you know what? As long as you guys can hear us now, that's all that really matters. And so that's okay. So it's Friday. Reminding myself that it's Friday, right? It is Friday. Is my correct? Yes,
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 it
yes,
is
yes. Okay.
Friday, January 20th.
So we're going back to the bare bones of what we've been doing for the last, 2.5 years here, pretty much. And we're going to be talking about Delphi today. We're going to talk about the leaked photos. We're going to talk about Richard Allen,
Yeah.
and this live is going to run approximately an hour long. We will be hosting a members only, the members only one. If you're not a member and wish to become, you don't have to. I'm just going to drop the link. Do as you like. But if you're not a member and want to see the actual text message, and we're going to go over that, um, because there is proof. Well, let me put it this way. Yes, there is proof that a family member did sell information. Um, Now, however, regardless, you're not going to see it, the actual person on the text, because there's one thing we're not going to do. It's call out where it came from, who it came from, or who the family member is, whether it was a he or a she. So that part, although I have the original, um, you're not going to see that avatar. That person still uses the avatar to this day. Hey, Alexa, welcome.
Hey,
Hello,
Alex.
so sorry I'm late, but I was with never mind, never silent. Why do I keep calling never mind, never silent? I'm so sorry.
I know I couldn't watch that. I was too busy racing around myself, and I intended on taking a nap, and I never got to watch it yet. So I'll have to go back.
Yeah,
Are they
go back.
still live?
Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, are they still live? I'm not sure.
No,
Cause
no, 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 no.
okay,
Just came off.
all right, there we go. Yeah, sorry, Peace.
Oh,
So you guys,
okay.
Peace was hosting a live, and Peace can drop his link to his live there. I was literally laying down for a nap, and then I had to race around doing stuff, of course, for the members only. And honestly, that's why I was even running. It was me that was late because I was too busy working on stuff. Never
I know.
did.
I was just sitting here watching YouTube. Like, oh, this whole being early thing stinks.
I tried to get them here on time. Yeah. So Lewis should be joining us as well. Um,
He had to touch up. He had to powder his nose.
yeah, 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 of course. Or, or his eye. I feel like, when you see that iPad, you just want to like go bing. Or, sorry, Lewis. Just a thought every time I see it. It reminds me of like a Halloween one where you just want to go bing on the eye. But
Some people do anything for attention.
I know. Okay, so let's do some greetings quickly because this again, it's only gonna be an hour long live, if that at this point. Hi, who dis? Kyle Davis is in the house. True Crime Housewives in the house. Shelly Bray, Ray Jones, always in the house there. Well, not always, but a lot. And thank you guys again for Psychic Sleuth joining us last night, and for all
Hey,
you guys that came as well. That was great. I really enjoyed the show. Again, I'm really into the whole psychic medium shows and psychics and stuff like that, regardless, and ghosts and all that stuff. So
I have to say I am not, but I have to say I'm thoroughly impressed with Rochelle. It's
yeah.
not my bag of tea really, but I really like Rochelle, and I subscribed to her last night. And I watched a couple of her videos today.
Did ya? Yes, I was taking clips out of the one live from yesterday to condense it for some people into more like a 15 to 20-minute video for the main parts of it. What I always look for is how real and humble and genuine that person comes across always.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. And hey, Louis, you're not
How are
gonna
you?
good. You're
Hey,
not gonna turn into some Minecraft today, are you?
Wait.
I don't
there's-
know. There's no snowstorm tonight, so maybe we'll be okay.
Oh, you did take your patch off.
Yeah, I want to give it a day and see if it adjusts any better.
Yeah.
It's harder to see with it off, but
Yeah.
with those changes today, I'm kind of concerned about keeping the patch on too long.
Well, I just kind of feel disappointed for the fact that now you just look like Louis and not Johnny Depp. Like you kind of little disappointment,
My
but
glasses
not
on.
much. No, no. Welcome, Louis, and it's nice to see you with two eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back.
Let's just keep him going one way though.
Yeah.
Well, Adam doesn't know what happened today. Is my
Oh, I
vision actually got worse.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And
Sure, make light
no,
of it.
you're fine. It got worse, so I took the patch off, and I went and looked in the mirror because I want to see if I noticed any difference. And my right eye is actually moving to the right now, which the good thing means the nerve is not completely severed, but it's not moving at the same rate as the left eye. So I'm almost wondering if the patch being on all the time helped. But now that it's not with the patch on, it's not seeing the same rate. So I'm going to give it a day or two with the patch off. I need it still to drive and to walk, but when I'm not doing those things, I want to see if I can get the movement to match.
Yeah.
Because it's still 7 months before I can see a doctor because the way that the
Wow.
doctor appointments are. So it's
Are
kind of
you-
crazy.
I know, buddy. I know. We were talking earlier prior to him going live on Pieces, and he was telling me about it. And like I said, I just simply want the best for you, regardless, right?
of course, whatever's best.
The sucks having issues. Alexa's husband, his foot's still sore. How's he doing, Alexa, over there?
Well, he's doing a little better. At least he was able to take care of the kids tonight, so
Yeah,
that's a big improvement. But he still can't walk a lot.
I guess he could probably lay on the couch and be like, "Kids."
Yeah, well, that was the easy thing. That tonight they are having a boys' night at night and playing Xbox and God knows what else. So.
Oh, okay. I used to live on that thing. I had my day. Anyways, let's get back to hellos and continue on right now. Just so that, because again, we have a members live that will happen at 8, 9, 10. So it will be 8 o'clock my time, 11 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Okay. And Callie's in the house. Purdue. Hey, Purdue. I said Ray Jones. Wendy's in the house. Oh, there she is. Look at that. You can see all 4 faces. Diamond Eyes, how are you? Lisa. Did I say Diamond Eyes, Lisa? I'm just scrolling down still. Deb's in the house. Hey, Deb. Deb, don't forget to drop your link throughout the night.
Yeah.
Adam, don't forget to drop your link throughout the night.
I know Deb's subs are getting up there, so congratulations, Deb.
What if she passes you? What if you're literally at 9:40?
Hey,
whatever, and then she goes boom?
She deserved that.
Yeah. Well, hey, she can. Well, let's see. The race is
I'll
on.
I'll be like, Deb, can I ride your coattails?
Yeah. Hey guys. Hey Jerry. Hey Regis. Did I miss somebody that I was up there? Jones up there. True crime and other stuff. Darlene Salek. That's not a name I can hear. I don't see it too often. I don't think. You a new subscriber, Darlene?
Okay.
There were quite a few subscribers yesterday as well. Peace is in the house. Again, please drop the link for your live that you did with Lewis. Herman Funkster's in the house. Lexa's in the house. Streamlabs is in the house. Anybody at Miracle Hearts? Miss Dog Lovers in the house. WL22. Shelly Bray.
Copper Horse. Hey.
Copper Horse. Hey, Copper. Copper's everywhere. Like, Copper's just everywhere. That woman's amazing. Seriously. Like, she's just everywhere. I don't know.
Sonny, I want to apologize in advance with the patch off. It's almost impossible for me to read chat. So if I miss anything from it, I want to apologize in advance. And
Everyone's
I'll try to answer any questions. What's that?
Everyone's just complimenting you, Lewis. It's just a constant stream of it.
Well,
Everybody can make fun of Lewis today. He's not reading the chat.
You know, right? Running. Deb just started it off by, "Hey, Lewis, I think I prefer you with the patch on than off." Oh, that's a little hard.
And the
Deb.
coconut emojis. Okay.
Yeah. All right, Sally Hiller's in the house, and let's see. La, 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 la. Is anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Anybody else? I'm just scrolling down still. I think I'm almost at the bottom. Joe Johnson's in the house. Ooh, that reminds me. Thank you so much, Joe. My brain's always all over the map here, but let me bring that up. I think it's still right here. Okay, so Joe Johnson's in the house. He has a band is the Whiskey Brothers. He has live music and plays January 21st, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. at Junior South Park Bar at 421 East 23rd Street, Anderson, Indiana, 46016. His postcode, not like we need that, but Joe Johnson and Marvin Parrish. So that's January 21st coming up. So that's Joe Johnson that's in the house. So check it out, you guys, if you are in Indiana. And again, they play every year for the memorial walk that they do for Abby and Libby as well at Tara German's bar. I didn't even actually know that she actually owned a bar.
I didn't either.
Joe, can you confirm that? Because that's what I heard you say to me in that message.
I've never heard that anywhere else, Sonny.
Yeah. And so thank you guys so much. And I just wanted to make sure I got that in there for Joe. So
yeah.
Rock on. All right. Let's see here. And Jumpin' Jack Flash. You're welcome, Joe. Okay.
You okay, Alexa?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
my
if you
eye
need
is tearing. I don't know why.
You need to turn off your camera for a minute.
That's okay.
On
Do I
there.
need to? Is that
No.
like?
No,
Whenever I have something in my eye, I'm always like, okay, I'll be right back. Okay. So as we know, let's ask you guys how you feel about that. Like, let me go back to the live stream. So I put a poll, and who do you think leaked these photos if real? I think I just went red. And anyway, 61% said someone in the search party, 17% said Chris Todd, 13% said don't care, they were telling, and 9% said family member. Well, all of you guys are wrong, because it was a family member that actually leaked it. So no, sorry,
well,
that's wrong. 9% of you are right.
Well, and technically the person was in this. Well,
yeah. So again,
I'm the worst.
Not saying who it is, but 9% of you were right.
Well, you'd have to say more than that, though, because search party also fits.
Pardon?
No.
Wait, that's the trick part of it. It's the trick part of it. You either guess it fully, you can't just guess part of it. So obviously, if somebody is in there, because it said family in search party, see, you can't. Yeah. See, question people.
Trying to trick everyone.
Yeah, because you got to pick the right one.
I know we need to start really quick. But I wanted to say, I was scrolling through YouTube earlier, and I guess Grizzly True Crime had a live today, and all I saw was the name Sunny, and I was like, Sunny's on. I was like, Sunny's on Grizzly.
Did you guys not see? Did you not see my post?
No.
Okay.
I mean, it looked correct to me when I saw it. You guys looked identical, I thought.
I thought so as well. Just hold on. Let me share this again, because I shared it with Deb.
Seriously, you're gonna do that?
I gotta find it. Hold on. Where are you? Right here. So I didn't know it was that picture I took of the poor lady.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, I like her a lot. I didn't actually watch the live, but I do like her.
But you have to understand. Yeah, you have to understand both, though. What's Deb's last name?
Yeah.
I never thought about it.
Well, I put it into our group chat. You obviously didn't.
Exactly.
Well, now you're telling all of YouTube.
Yeah, I know.
Deb's name's all over her Facebook thing.
I know.
So Deb's last name is Slaughter. I am Sunny. So I told Deb in the group chat, I said, basically, so this is what we look like when we're put together. And I said, obviously, the darker skin is coming from her side, definitely, right? But I felt like it
Because
just
you're purple.
it made me laugh so much because of my name being that and Deb's name being Slaughter. And I was like, because even I had to take a second and go, whoa, Sunny. At first I was like Sunny, and then it dawned on me, and I was like, oh, wait, that's Deb's last name too. So that's me and Deb right there. You guys just don't know it. We're hiding incognito. Yep. that just cracked me up. Anyways, yeah, because it's not, I mean, I don't know. I happened to click on it, and all of a sudden I was just like, Sunny got my eye. Yeah, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. But it was Deb. It was close. Well, that's your maiden name, exactly. Exactly. Okay. Now, so Lewis, sorry, did
Yeah.
without saying anything, because that's for the members
Yes.
that go to the members after this. I'm not saying if it's he or she or whatever. What else did you want to add about those pictures or being sold or anything?
Well, we'll save that for later on, but
Okay.
I think the intentions were in the right place for their mindset. I don't think the intentions were to do something that would release things for people to see. But I don't think the person that was getting them had the same mindset as he presented to the person that gave them.
Correct. So we all know that Chris Todd, though, who wrote the book a week before Richard Allen was arrested, and who has talked about, like he is in full belief that, or like him and Jennifer Coffindaffer and everybody, like they must have a little group that says, Ron Logan, it's Ron Logan, Ron Logan is part of it, and so this person too, that would have sold these, Ron Logan had something to do with it. So I think that's probably where a lot of that comes from, to be honest with you. Anyway, so Chris Todd, though, tried to get Court TV to show them, and Court TV said no. And so, which I was grateful for, because I personally didn't want to see them. I got no issue looking at my own pictures from some helicopter thing, but I don't know that I necessarily wanted the real pictures out there. Sure, internally, privately, I would say, yeah, personally, I would always like to look at something, not just because it gives you a little bit more, substance to where certain things were. And just as you're trying to figure out, in a sense, what went down for the crime and stuff like that. And hey, CD buddy, how are you? But I'm glad that Court TV didn't. Now, he did show a shoe on, and I'm not even going to mention the channel's name that he showed the shoe on, not just because not worthy of my time. So he did show the shoe, but it was like blurry. But it's like he was willing to share these pictures. Now, I don't want to say for sure, but it's probably very likely that Chris Todd then perhaps, and this is not for sure, then likely probably sold or gave to that Mr. David Fishy David, Galvin Fish, galvinfish.com person, is probably likely where he got them from, but not for sure. Okay. Because obviously in the members later, you'll see, a distinct text message talking about Doug Carter, Lesenby, and about the info.
Miss Doug Lover would like to know who Chris Todd is.
Chris Todd is the one that wrote the book, something about the forest or falls in the forest of trees. I think that's it. Forest of Trees. So he's the one that put out the Delphi book, Forest of Trees. Yes. And so he was the one pushing the narrative of Reddit for the last 2 months. Now all of a sudden he's not looking at Delphi once the pics are out. Again, every person does things for their own, whatever they want. It's their choice. They can do what they want. You know, I deem something like that as maybe that was money motivated, you know, more so. Um, doesn't matter. Whatever he did, you know, he got pictures. Somebody gave him those pictures before him, you know, sold. Um, so somebody got them. So regardless, now to me, there's a big difference between deception of someone like Joseph Morris, who literally fixed, fudged, faked. That's different. That's disgusting, right? Whatever he wanted to do, for me, I can have my own opinion, but who am I to judge when we're not all perfect? If that's his life and that's what he chose to do with the pictures, you know, so be it. Okay. We're not we're not going to show the actual pictures. I will show a couple pictures today where I've taken out the items, and I don't care. You guys have probably already seen them. I know you have, because I know that Sleuth had them on his today and stuff like that.
I haven't seen them.
No. Well,
Yeah, and we don't want to exploit it.
So
I just don't. Yeah, that's just
Not that we're saying that he did. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
He's the one that wrote the book, right?
Right.
Chris
Well, I'm
Paul.
not saying that Sleuth exploited it. I'm just saying that, you know, we just decided that we didn't want to.
Yeah,
Correct.
that you don't want to put it out there.
He can do what he wants.
Right.
Yeah, Snake's
We love Sleuth.
he can do what he wants, of course, on his live, and we will do what we want because that's our right to. So whatever he wanted to do was his own judgment call. This is where it comes about morals, right? My morals on this one, me and Adam talked about it, and we didn't feel right that we wanted to show them. So we just said, okay, I mean, they're going to be out there. We know they are, you know, but we're not going to sit there and try to drive in, you know, onlookers by it or whatever.
You know, funny, I'd like to say this.
Okay.
The stuff we're going to talk about later,
Yeah.
I've known for months. I've shared it with you months ago, and we felt it was not necessary for people to know.
Yeah.
But now that this is coming out and they're being shared between people and other people that are making it known, I felt that the person that's maybe responsible for putting them out there originally needs to at least have people understand that I think the reasoning behind the original release was to try to benefit the case. And now that it got to this position, I think it's being exploited.
Right.
And the only reason for releasing this is to try to protect the fact that they're making it into something and people are guessing and they're coming up with all kinds of theories that are not true. And we feel that this is the real reason in what happened.
Absolutely. This was from a few months ago, knew about it. And then as time has progressed, now they're obviously making their way out. You know, well, obviously from that Gavin Fish person, you know, I'm not sure exactly how much of photos Chris Todd passed around himself and stuff like that. But obviously everyone knew that this Gavin Fish was posting. I don't even know who the guy is. Don't care. Didn't even watch his video. Could care less, to be honest with you. So yes. So it's kind of like you said, Lewis, it's something that was with that probably anger of feeling like this case was going nowhere, to bring light or to try to help along or you know, get tired of waiting, of course, and then there's an arrest made.
Right. I mean, just from the humanistic standpoint of it, look at how frustrating it's been for
course she didn't.
For all of us. And we're, you know, we don't deserve anything. We don't deserve any information. We're just the public. I mean, you know, so I mean, imagine how frustrated we've been for 5.5 years. Now put yourself in the family's shoes.
Yeah.
I can't imagine the frustration some of them must feel.
Yeah. And correct.
And everyone does things different. Everyone processes things different. Look at Steve Gonsalves in Idaho.
Yeah.
Some family members, you know, they are fine. You know, like the Patties have been very trusting with law enforcement, and you know, they've kind of just they have abided by everything law enforcement's told them over the last 5.5 years, and they've been patient. But you know, some family members like Steve Gonsalves in Idaho, he's been kind of on the other side of that spectrum, and you know, there's going to be. I'm never going to criticize either one of them because that's, you know, their choice how they deal with that loss and trauma they've gone through.
Yeah.
But it just shows how different people can process things and how they handle it.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Well, you know, just put a scenario together here. Let's say you are a local to Delphi And for 6 years, this has been going on and on and on. And then all of a sudden, they make an arrest on information that they say they've known from day one. Imagine how frustrated a local that's friends with the family or a family member that's local is going to feel after they've trusted for so long that nobody knew who it was and this is going on. That would, if I was in that situation, that would be like a slap in my face. You've let this person walk around that came forward, if he's guilty, and said, I was there, I'm the only one that was there, and this is where I was doing it, and nobody talked to him again for 6 years, I would be through the roof. So if I had pictures and I knew what was going on and I felt that I was betrayed by law enforcement, I'd want something done and I'd want somebody held accountable.
Right.
But it's not as easy as that either, because I mean, the police, I mean, I always believed it, and this is my personal belief, that also I think the crime scene wasn't processed properly, because I guarantee you that there was DNA there. I always had this speculation. I know that terrain was hard, and I know it was I know that I understand all that, but I always believed that it was never processed properly, and this is why they didn't have, DNA, because somebody somehow made a mistake there and they didn't get it. So I mean, that's another mistake. But I mean, I get what you're saying, but I mean, it's mistake after mistake after mistake. But unfortunately, that's how it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Well,
there's nothing you can do. I mean, gladly that this happened, that they caught him allegedly that he's the killer. So, but I understand what you're saying, but I think it also has to do with the mistakes. It's not just that one piece that he went and he said. There was also mistakes done by the FBI, by the police, by everybody.
Well, that's the point. With all these little things that don't match up, that have to be some errors or some mistakes, it's not like they came forward and said, look, we had an eye on this guy from day one. We just need to get stuff put together. That's not what they said. It's like, oh, we went back through things for the third time, and then we found this. When they did the whole thing with having the other state look at everything, how did they miss it if that was in the file? It's not like it's just one or two departments. You've got state police, county police, local police, FBI, and then Georgia. All those different people looked at it. They went back and everything a second time when Georgia got involved. And you're telling me that they missed this piece of information? And now all of a sudden somebody thought to go through some records that weren't looked at. It doesn't add up. And I would be through the roof if it was me living there.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm gonna just because I'm looking at the time here, knowing that the members live is at 8.
Yeah.
So I got to speed things along. But thank you guys for that, because yes. But I'm gonna play a quick video. I always hit the wrong thing, and then we'll go over a few pictures. I always hit share screen when I mean to hit video file. Where's that video file? Right here. Okay. Oh, I meant to talk there. My bad. Now this is Indie Archives video.
They did a great job with that video.
Oh, he absolutely did. I want to give him total credit for that. Absolutely. Beautiful work, to be honest.
I've watched that video like 25 times.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. His link is in the description of this video, by the way, as well. Support with Steph. It's beautiful. Yeah. I put Abby and Libby up in the corner there. Oh, and I changed the music just in case his was copyrighted. I'm going to stop it right there. It's almost over anyway. Hold on. Sorry. Let me bring that back up. And then bring us back up over here. Okay. So, correct. So I put Abby and Libby in the corner of this video and I changed the music of it. Actually, this is, in the archive, but this one's actually kind of a little prettier. The other one's a lot more heavier sound. But I thought that this was a nice, beautiful music. Just in case, I just didn't want to get a copyright or something like that if his music wasn't, that came with it, because that happens, right? So I stopped it right here because in the pictures, this is where those items would have been found. And it more, I believe, well, I'll show you the pictures. It more would have been on the other side of these. And I'll just let this finish out for a second. Beautiful video by Indie Archive. Again, I dropped his link. The link's in the description of this video. Again, I mean, I know that his music's different and stuff like that, and I added Abby and Libby in the corner, but it's just a beautiful video that he made of this. Good job. I know. You know what? This, yeah, you're right. As I was listening to it, you know, too, it's just a sad, you know, and then you got Abby and Libby up in the corner. But that's the whole point. I put Abby and Libby up in the corner because that's the whole point of the reason why we're even here, is because of Abby and Libby and justice for them. And tragically, this is the spot. You know, I like the word that Unsleuth was using. That Psychic Sleuth was using. I don't like to use the M words, and when she says like unalived, something like that, I prefer to use that word, to be honest with you. And plus, YouTube likes it a lot more, to be honest.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, so try to say unalived, okay, you guys, Louis and Alexa. Just because, again, even YouTube doesn't really, you know, like YouTube does, you know, like they don't mind certain swear words, and they say that, but when it comes to YouTube, they're very finicky on certain things, and I'd rather use a little bit more softer words, even though we know it's a tragic event.
I saw today the word drugs is one of the words that can make your video go yellow.
Yeah, I mean,
just that word.
Yeah, well, pretty much almost everything can, to be honest with you, unless you're like probably, you know, singing hymns or something like that yourself.
Hey, Candy.
Hey, Queen, how are you? And thank you for anyone that has come in. And again, if you guys please give a like and a share. If you guys could do that, again, help build up the algorithm. That means a lot. The more likes that are on it, the more that it's a recommended video, etc., etc. We appreciate it. And Adam is so close to 1,000 subscribers. If you guys haven't subscribed to him, again, Adam, please drop your link in the description. Hey, is Streamlabs with us? Yeah, Streamlabs is with us on there. Okay, so I'll finish letting this play for a moment. And where was it? Hit play. Yeah. Take us off for a sec. Oh, right. That's my crit.
Cray.
Like what?
Sorry.
I was kind of rushing.
Oh my god.
And that's where Greeno jumped down into that plank.
Yeah.
I don't think I could ever walk across that thing.
Now that right there is the actual day that they were searching. Right there. I actually do have a better picture, you guys. Trust me, it was kind of like an unplanned thing. And then I had to race around and I couldn't find it, of course, at the last second. So that's the actual day right there of what it looked like. You know, the water was higher than, say, because the video that, say, Indie Archive did obviously was in 2022. Water things change around a little bit. So I'm going to stop that and share screen. And, well, we might as well just say hey to Gazella. How do you say it again? Gisela.
Gizla.
Yeah, sorry.
Gizla. Yeah, I like Gizla a lot. And for anyone that hasn't watched Sunny Slaughter, I haven't watched her on this live, but I do think she's really intelligent. I don't know what she said on that, but I do like her from what I've seen in the past.
I think you know what? No, I don't know that I've seen her. Or maybe I have, but I just never seen her name. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Too many. And again, one more time here, you guys, the Whiskey Brothers live music, January 21st, 9 p.m. to 1 a.m. That's Joe Johnson that's in the house that comes into our chat here. Just trying to help an Indiana boy out. Joe Johnson, Marvin Parrish, again at Junior South Park Bar, 421 East 23rd Street, Anderson, Indiana. So if you're in that area or in Indiana and want to check it out, there you go. Great Joe. Great Joe. Okay. Now, so let's go to, so this is basically right here. Oh, wait, what's that? Shoot. Can I not take that picture out? I thought that was just a bridge. Let's take that one out. Okay. So this is from the video of, Indie Archive. And I just wanted to show you, basically an up close view, kind of let you guys see, obviously there's the three, what do you call these things anyway?
Support pillars.
Supports. Yeah.
Support with stuff as pillars.
Yeah. Support. And, well, they probably, there's probably, can you guys picture Keegan Klein still? Keegan Klein, oops, there it is. So this is what I did to show you. I again, you guys, I just hearted it over. You guys that haven't seen the real ones, and Alexa, I mean, I'll show you the real ones or these ones. And I'm not sure how many of you believe that these are true or false. I happen to think that they definitely are from the crime scene myself, but I believe that they're very true. Absolutely. So what I wanted to show you here, just to give you a little bit of relevance to what we're looking at, is I wanted to show you this spot here, because this spot here is this spot here is what it looks like to me. I spent time looking at this and exactly where it was. And the reason, so right here in the corner of this picture, you can see that there's the cement pillar. And the reason why it has to be the middle one here is because the water goes around both, sorry, let's see if I can, is that right there? Because the water goes around both sides of it, whereas obviously there's no water going around that side or the other one. So hence why, if you look at this and you look over here, water's going around both sides. So, again, just using the fact that there's a pillar here. And then this one right here, again, just covered up the things there. I just kind of wanted to point out on this one in particular, is more about this branch here, to that, and it comes down here to pointing it like this branch here that comes down here as well. So I'm thinking that this is the spot based on the water going both ways. And obviously the water is different levels. Remember this, because if you look here, that's underneath water here, but not in the 2022 correct, right? So this is 2017 picture. This is 2022. Hence the different water levels. This water level is obviously down more, done at a different time. But even kind of like where this shoe is right there is right here. It would seem like right this area here. Either way, looking at these pictures, this seems to be in this area here is where those items of clothing were. Now, when I say that, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong here, this is going towards the south on this side, I believe, and this is the north. Let me just get a better bird's eye view.
I mean, we can't see your cursor. I didn't see your cursor, at least.
Can you see it?
I can see it now. I didn't see it on the other the other one.
So, well, it's probably because I was probably towards the bottom.
Yeah.
So right
That's
here.
the north end, right?
No, this right here should be the south end, I believe.
Yes.
Right here. That's
the entrance of the bridge.
Here?
Right?
Lewis, help me out here, because I'm failing.
The entrance of the bridge would be the northwest. The southeast would be the end, where it ends on the private property.
Yeah,
You're right.
I know that, but the pillar. If you look at the bridge, um, if you look at the bridge, Lewis or Adam or anyone else, and I'm not looking at chat, so I literally can't see.
Yeah, no,
But if
you're
I'm
right. You're right, Sonny. You're right. That's the bridge that he would have approached them on.
that this is the one, but this would go towards the Weber farm. This one
Yes,
right here.
where he approached. Yeah, where he approached the
Okay.
girl.
Okay. And then this would have been.
I just had to get my directional bearings from me because you can see the curve right there to behind in the water. You can see where it curves to the right.
Where it curves. Yeah. True enough. True enough on that.
It's so hard to get turned around when you're looking at the pictures because.
Yeah. And I'm directionally like I look at that and I'm like to me to me I'm like, oh, it should be east and west, but I know that it's north south.
Yeah. So if behind this pillar here is that area here, that would mean that they were towards the south side of opposite of the side that they were found on. So now I just want someone to confirm for me.
Just Sonny, the easiest way to figure it out is the water is closest to the northwest side. You've got a large area of land after the second trestle between the water and the southeast side, which is where the private drive runs underneath with the access road also. So when you're looking at the picture, the end of the bridge closest to where the water is right underneath the first, second, and third trestle, that would be the northwest end.
Yeah, because the south end, we're wrong, because the south end of the bridge doesn't have water under it.
Correct. Yeah, you've got the private drive plus the access road that goes underneath the trestle on the south end.
You guys are actually giving me more of a headache to understand that. So is this the south side or the north side, this one right here?
That's the north side.
Yeah, that's the northwest end where you're looking at there.
So it is?
Yeah, because Jumpin' Jack Flash pointed it out in the chat and he's correct. The south side of the bridge does not have water under it.
Yeah. And because when I think about it, when you're walking over this way, that piece of land right there is when you look to the right side. I should have put a picture in here, but anyways, doesn't matter. It got me turned around here. So this is the north side, then this is the south side, right over here. And this part is if you look right off the bridge. So this piece here then would be on the same side, but it would be this way. This way would be Ron Logan's land going southward in a sense. However you want to say it. North wouldn't be south, I guess. Well, southeast, I guess is what you'd want to say. So just to talk, for this part, I just wanted to simply show the area in which those items possibly look like they would have come from, based on the water, based on, like I said, the fact that this is the concrete stuff. So it's somewhere in this vicinity. Is definitely in that middle support beam. But I can't find my words tonight, can I?
Sonny, just to give a better visual, I'm going to send you a picture if you want to throw it up. I don't know. It's a topographical off of maps, so it doesn't have any the color of the grass or anything in it, but it'll actually show where the bridge is, and maybe people get a better idea from this.
I just sorry, you guys, I get spinned around sometimes. I get so many things coming at me, and
we all do.
I have to do this,
and the bridge always confuses me. I've looked at that bridge 1,000 times, and every time, because in my mind, for some reason, that bridge looks like it runs east-west.
Mm-hmm.
So I always get turned around when I'm looking at that bridge. So Jumpin' Jack Flash, I appreciate that context, because that's the easiest way to remember it, is that there's not open water under the south side.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Lewis, but that picture's not going to do anything really I don't think so.
I think we're good on it. I think we're all good on it now.
Okay.
And we can move on.
I want to show a better one than that, Monan.
Gotcha.
I do. I want to show a better one for people, because some people are like myself too, and they get turned around. But usually I always know. But It's because I haven't. Oh, there we go. Okay, here we go. Is that one? There we go. So correct. Okay. Should I use that picture? Yeah,
Oh my god.
we'll use that picture on there. Well, it's not exactly easy sitting there trying to, like I said, master all this stuff. My mind's going a mile a minute here, and I go between all the different tabs and stuff. Okay. We'll just use this one, I guess. Okay, right. So this crumbly thing is the south side. Or am I wrong? Forget it. I always thought that this was the south side.
That's the north side.
That's the north side, the crumbly thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Really? I always had it in my head wrong then, because I always thought that this was the south side.
You had it in your mind right. It's just we haven't looked at it for a while, and it's like I said, it's always
Yeah.
discombobulating to me. So
Yeah.
I think it's easy, and I'm sure other people get turned around when they.
Well,
So we've all looked at the book a million times.
at the end of the day, the middle tower here is basically where the clothes and articles were found.
Right.
And that, of course, is based on the flowing of the water that shows on both sides. So we'll leave it at that. Oh, my head's spinning right now. Seriously. It's hard. It's not easy sometimes when you go between tab to tab, tab to tab.
Lab,
You know,
slab, slab, slab,
blah,
slab.
blah, 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 blah.
Everyone join that membership.
Well, again, it's
Hey Frank.
Hey Frank. Hey.
No, but this is good because now I know exactly what you guys are talking about. Like I can never tell south, north.
Same.
I'm always lost.
It's always very discombobulating to me.
Yeah. So it's always very, but now, especially with that little thing that the water doesn't run in the south. Is it the south side?
Another thing I think that makes it confusing is everyone always says north or south, but the bridge runs on a diagonal. So when they go to look at it, they're not realizing there's a 45-degree diagonal when it goes from northwest to southeast too, and that throws people off.
Yeah, and like I said, in my eyes, look at that bridge as west-east.
Me too.
Not north-south.
Yeah.
Nicole, I was thinking this myself. You guys, Alexa, Adam, and Lewis.
Yeah.
So based on now, wait, Alexa hasn't really seen the pictures though. But
I saw some right now, but not everything. Mm-hmm.
So do you guys, and you guys in chat as well, do you guys believe that the articles were put there, or that they all somehow floated into the same little area, like same kind of little area there?
They would have to weigh the same amount to go to all the items to float to the same amount. They would have to weigh the exactly same thing. That means the wind had to be exactly the same. No way. That's almost impossible.
I just don't think that that's possible. That the shoes here, we got 3 items here, and that they're just sitting there like that. It just seems unlikely to me that 4 items are just lined up, and they're kind of like lined up, Yeah. I find it unlikely. I'm gonna say more so that they were probably put there. I don't know. What do you guys think in chat?
I don't see him being as calculated enough to put them there. I mean, not that he wasn't calculated, but I think they ended up there somehow by circumstance, not by intention.
Okay, what do you think, Lewis?
I've always wanted to think that they were dropped there, but when you look at the way the water goes and the way the wood and the water dams up by that one pylon for the trestle, I could see them floating down and being, because the river curves there. So as they're coming around the curve, you'll notice all the stuff builds up under that one middle trestle. And the flow path would put them where they were if they happened to be in there. So depending on the height of the water, I could see it happening if they were in the water. But
Yeah.
my
And
gut,
and the
I think
shoe
the
having
shoe-
the same weight as the other thing and being stuck at the same. No,
Yeah.
that,
And
Frank brought
Yeah,
up a
and
good
then-
point. The shoe is very, you know, and again,
It's
we're not
very
going to show the actual pictures, but you know, but the shoe is, it does not look like it's traveled through the water.
no, it
I
doesn't.
have, yeah, I have to see it. That's what I have to see them exactly.
It looks like, you know, it looks like it looks like it is resting where it came off of.
Like,
Yeah.
so,
In
yeah,
my
it came off, it dropped off. Yeah.
Yes, Aaron, there is an actual pic of it. We're just choosing not to show the actual pics on.
They're out there. You can find
but
them.
you can find them easily. People have been posting them now. Just for us, we decided for Abby and Libby that we weren't going to show those articles. But they are out there, Aaron.
And Becky has asked that they not be shown. So that's, you know, one of the
Mhm.
reasons, you know, we want to, you know, just be respectful as well.
Yeah. So, but they are out there for you to find, and then you can look yourself and then make that decision as well. But as basically, I'm just in this picture here, like there's literally 3 articles lined up here, and then
Yeah.
a shoe right here that's got a pretty white sole to it. And then there's you know, a Nike shoe right here. That looks like a shoe too. What the heck is this?
Yeah, I always thought I saw 2 shoes there, a
That
black
looks like
pair
a
and then the Nikes.
A
Yeah,
boot.
like-
That looks like a boot.
You know,
Yeah.
that's weird. That looks like it's an object. That's definitely not just a piece of
I'm sure
random
other
wood.
things have ended up in that. I'm sure, you know, that was one of the complications, you know, with them doing is that, you know, they had to, I'm sure there are other things in that in that water
So
from other times, especially with all the parties that happened there, apparently.
yeah, I mean, picture a shoe here, 3 garments lined up there. I find that very unlikely myself.
Yeah.
That just happened to happen that way. You know, they're not overstacking each other. It's almost just like they were put there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
CD, we agree. We agree. We agree.
And the way they're put, I'm just looking at the picture right now, and the way they're put, like in seat, no, I don't know. That to me, that doesn't look
Mhm.
possible. That the current would just bring them and lie them in the same spot. No.
Yeah. So then, Frank, are you saying that this shoe is south side, but there's a yeah, this is a pillar right here. So I mean, this obviously isn't the south. This is got waterway going both ways, so that must be in this area. Uh, and I always went by the fact of this right here. I always thought that this ugly piece was facing the south side. I always thought that, and guess I'm wrong, but I always thought that, and I don't know why. Because every
You
time
know, Sonny, there's a first time for everything. You just got to remember that.
Now,
yeah,
Sonny, I sent you an aerial picture. I sent 2, but the first of the 2 is an aerial coming from the north side looking south that catches that second and third pylon. I don't know if that helps
Okay.
you a little bit or not.
okay, so you're absolutely correct. That the cleaner one is going towards the south. The cleaner one, okay. I'm not going to bother to show up just because the cleaner one is going south. That means that's north, middle, right? And that's the cleaner one. So that one is the start, the north side that they would have started walking along there.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I guess I probably could have looked at Indie Archives video and again. not like I couldn't have had a brilliant idea there, right? So thank you, Lewis, for that. That just in my head cleared that right back up. Okay.
Yeah, I thought that visual might help you because you're at the right end looking and you can see a better shot.
Yeah. And again, for anyone that's joining the live right now, the live's only going to be about another 15 minutes long. Then we're going into a member live where we'll literally show the text message from the family member that sold information. But that's for members only. So if you're not a member, you can spend the $1.99 or you don't have to. But it's definitely for the members only. And it will not be, well, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just going to say it's for the members only tonight anyway, for sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, Nicole. So the other thing I wanted to bring up tonight quickly, and I'm so sorry, you guys, that this live is rushed, but we opted to change that we don't do 3-4 hour lives typically, besides, things like yesterday where a psychic sleuth was on. Again, a great live. Really, you guys can go check that out yourself. I will be making a smaller video of yesterday's live just to condense it, because I think that it was worth redoing. But our lives are now going to be like an hour to an hour and a half long. But because we're doing a members only at 8 o'clock, which is in 20 minutes, we'll be rushing this one, sadly. And plus, I was running 10 minutes late because I was working on stuff for it. So the other thing I wanted to say is, okay, so obviously this is, I don't know, we should call him Cray Cray himself.
I like to call him Little Dicky.
Little Dicky do.
Little Dicky Allen.
Yeah. And if you guys haven't listened to it yet, obviously Murder Sheets came out with talking to a girl on from the CVS that had worked with Richard Allen. Again, the gist of that was, there was a few things, but the gist of that is that this girl worked with him. She said that she could read people very well as well, and that she said she never got any weird, creepy vibes off of him, that he talked low, and that once she actually learned who it was and then could go back to listen to the voice and look at his, bod and stuff like that, that for her, she felt it was very similar. She also said that chances are that he didn't keep a copy of those things, that CVS was very strict. Everything was about managers, and the only people that could get into the pharmacist, and he wasn't a pharmacist technician, so he wouldn't have had access to be able to do that. And if he would have taken photos, and because there's cameras everywhere, and it's also tied into head office and stuff like that, that people have got fired for the smallest little things, over there. So she said that was probably unlikely that he did that. She wanted to clear up a few of those things that are what she's saying that are, misinformation out there. Choose to go listen to that yourself if you would like it, the Murder Sheets podcast. But I mean, the gist of it was pretty much saying, hey, they were in shock that this was him, and that when he did talk, it was in a very mumbled, low tone. That he didn't, have this abrupt voice, and they just never would have thought ever that, based on the personality that they worked with, that he would have ever done something like this. And again, he's not guilty until he's proven guilty, of course, in a court of law. So we do have to say that regardless, even if we feel like he's guilty as heck for something, regardless. Todd or Jason got at CD. I'm not sure what that's saying. But anyways, so again, I want to go back to Richard Allen here. And let me just take this down for a sec. And I might take us off screen just for a sec, just to make it bigger. Okay. Yeah. And hello to everyone. Hi, TTM. How are you guys? Support with Steffa. Love you, girl. Oh, Randy Gravitt's in the house. Somebody sponsor or something?
I bought a couple of memberships for people.
Oh, did you? Oh, yeah. That's nice. Hold on. Let's see here. Oh, Aspen. Oh, so let's see here. Hold on. I got to close off this. I'm going to end the poll. Most people said someone in the search party. Okay. So just quickly, Sees Through was gifted a membership. Congratulations, Sees Through, Phil Bond, and Teresa. And let's see, Teresa. Never. Peace Not Silent was gifted one. Stop the bullshit. Miracle Hearts. Okay, perfect. Look at Rich Money Bags there. Miracle Hearts, Never Silent, Sees Through, Phil Bond, and Teresa. Congratulations on getting a free month membership out of Adam.
Well, hey, it helps some people. Nice. That way, if some people want to be a part of the membership and they can't afford it right now, maybe next month they can.
Save up. Don't buy a coffee for a month.
Actually, YouTube just sent something the other day. Now, this one really doesn't get used a lot. At least I don't think so. And it's called the Super Thanks. Right. Super Thanks is when you're watching a video and you decide, DGR Dave, thank you so much.
Thank you, Dave.
There
And I'm
you
not
go.
saying people can't afford it. I'm just saying
Yep.
at the end of your month, just hopefully you'll renew.
Yeah. Well, exactly. So I mean, it always is very nice because anyone can gift people memberships. So if anyone's feeling generous or something like that,
Can you explain how people can do it? Because I can never figure it out. So maybe for next time.
Yeah, actually, Adam, can you just want to explain that since you're the one that uses a phone and different things all the time?
Well, you have to do it. You have to do it on a laptop or a PC or a PC.
I was on my phone. Okay.
It doesn't give you the option on your phone, but if you pull up YouTube on your laptop or your PC and you hit the little $ in the chat,
it gives you the option. Okay.
Yes.
Because I can never see it on the phone. I'm like, how do you do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. You just have to do it on a PC or a laptop right now.
Yeah. So, exactly. And then I think at the top there, you have to being able to accept a membership. So when somebody's given them away on the top of the screen there in the chat, you have to make sure that you've allowed that you can accept the free gifts. So you make sure that you do that. My membership figured out I can't figure out how to get it back for some reason. I have no option. Melissa, I can't explain that one to you because there's just simply a join today. Joins in 50. Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me drop the link for that just in case anyone. Sorry guys. I will drop the link for that in case anyone does want to become a member. So in about 15 minutes time here, we'll be doing a members only for anyone that doesn't know but is in here now. And that one's going to show the text of the person that sold the information, but we're not going to show you the actual avatar, even though that person still uses it to this day.
Everyone wants his photo off the screen.
Right?
Everyone wants his photo off the screen.
No, you got to. You got. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you, Sally, and thank you, Danger Dave.
Yeah. Hey, Grizz.
DGR Dave super chat, $3. Thank you.
Yeah. Hey, Jeff. When I click top chat with Adam's pick on it, that's when I see allow gifts. Right. I'm just listening to the music at this point.
Sally Hiller super chat, $2.99. Thank you.
Oh, GGR. Oh, hey, weren't you a member already before?
Thank you, Dave.
Thank you, Dave. Okay, fine. I'll show our faces. You guys can keep doing that, and we cannot do anything for another 13 minutes. We can just stare at his mug all day. Well, for 13 minutes anyway. I'm a member on both phone and PC now. I think it's the same, isn't it? Unless you're on 2 accounts. Grizz, Grizz, you better win some Texas Hold'em stuff. One day we're going to see Grizz like plank a solid 100 or something on the screen. Something like that. I feel it one day. It's going to be like, oh, I actually like you, Sonny. Mm-hmm. And Grandma watches. She's probably hiding in the background there. She still loves me. I love her.
We love her.
Yeah. I really do hate talking about like religious stuff and stuff like that. It's always something that. Yeah.
Oh, hey, Grandma watches. I'm glad. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, I was called out too because I was called out with what I said about Sylvia Brown, but what nobody read was that I was talking with first-hand knowledge because she was friends with my mom's friend.
Oh, was she?
And I actually met her. Yes, I actually met her.
I thought that's what you were saying, but I couldn't tell. But I
didn't even read it. I knew actually she did 2 things, and I knew this from obviously I was young. I mean, I didn't really pay attention, but now it's coming to my mom. Is that she used to have people like when she used to go to those shows? Either she would pull people before, and they would fill a questionnaire. Yeah. Or she would insert her own people, and then she'd be like, "Oh, I'll put you, and I'm talking about you," but it was already set up. Like, Montel Williams didn't know, and like the people didn't know. And also, she used to investigate people. Like you would have to, before doing her reading, you would have to do like questionnaires, and she would investigate you and know like where you work, and like back then there was no Google, obviously. Yeah, but that's what she used to do, and she used to charge like $1,200.
Great.
So that's why I wasn't too crazy about her.
Yeah.
You know, I think other people
Well,
were better.
I mean, I didn't really see what everyone was typing because it's
Mm,
hard when you're trying to do things and then talk and then
you
listen,
know me, I don't
play
care. But I
videos
was
and
like, oh,
whatever. But I was not a I originally watched a lot of Sylvia Brown myself. Hi, True Color. Thanks for becoming a
the only thing she was right was that she did say that there was going to be like a big pandemic.
Mm-hmm.
And like before she died, like she made a prediction, something about like a big pandemic, like like almost like what
Right.
COVID. I don't know if sorry,
Oh,
what
yeah.
the C word was.
Yeah.
And that I do believe that she was right about that, but everything else, I mean, like anything, I mean, I don't think she was real. I think there are people that are real, but I don't think she was one of them.
I just got turned off of her personally.
And the money, like the
I
money,
didn't
she
find
was
her
charged $1,200. This is back in the 90s.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, 7:50, guys. Gotta hurry. Remember, the members one starts in 10 minutes.
Come on, people, sign up, sign up.
Thank you, True Color. Yeah, you guys, come on, spend that $1.99. Let's do it. It's up to you.
So
I don't
mean.
know. I mean, that could be a works pay for somebody. I don't know. Perhaps. Okay, so let's go over to this. So Richard Allen, you know, obviously everyone wants first dibs on Shorty here.
Kind of nice.
Yeah. I don't know that we actually still truly know what his size is. I don't think anyone really, we know that 5'6", like everyone still, I don't think truly knows between 5'6" on his thing or 5'4" on his driver's license, 5'6" on that photo thing.
He's hobbit sized, whatever it is.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, usually people lie in their license. So I mean, if he's saying 6'4",
Right.
I mean, it has to.
5'4". Right.
And thank you guys for the 4 new subscribers. 5
Yeah.
new subscribers on my channel as well.
Yeah, the forest for the trees is. I think this is
46 away.
Are you 46 away? Nice.
Maybe we'll hit it tonight.
Go out and go. Go out and go. Okay.
No, maybe Monday.
No.
Yeah. I gotta take this off the screen and I gotta make this bigger again. We're going. Okay. So I know you guys like looking at this picture, as you said in chat. So my thing with Richard Allen is this. Okay. So you guys know how I had a POI that I was very adamant about. And I want to thank Graz, first of all, for stopping by to leave a comment. He was actually the first person to comment. And so graciously, I read it and then I deleted it and then I blocked. But yeah, I think it's time to get with the times of what I've been talking about a little bit. But I just wanted to thank him for stopping by just so I could personally block him. I didn't before, you know, but I thought, what the heck? You know what? Merry Christmas. A little bit late. Here's a block. Anyways, so the reason, so KD and RA ridiculously look so much alike when RA was younger. Now, with that being said, I'm not sure what that is. Today, Unstoppable. Was that somebody Grandma Watches just sponsored? Oh, I knew she was there. Hey, Grandma Watches on there. Love you, Grandma Watches. And so with Richard Allen and Katie, like I said, the ridiculous similarities, but whatever. Once you actually have someone to actually look at, of course, it does make it easier than just everyone with 90 POIs, you know, going around the internet. The thing mostly, and I still have a hard time with this, but the thing mostly that keeps sealing the deal for me, and unless you understand this picture and ignore the yellow, because this is just when you bring it in somewhere because you kind of get the best look, is Richard Appleton. I'm gonna get through it. Oh, CD, finally. I was wondering when your cheap butt was going to become a member. I'm going to become a member. No, I'm just kidding because I'm not even a member of yours. So thank you for spending that $1.99 on a CD. Love you. And then he donated it the other night. He knows I love him. So the nose, okay? The nose. So the nose on Richard Allen is literally, I I know it's hard for you guys to tell, but here I can't tell if you guys can see it better when I back it off or bring it closer. Um, so the eyes, in a sense, as well, you can see the same kind of shape going on there. But what really seals this for me for RA, and sadly, because I truly keep going, oh, you can't be. Who are you? Get out of our lives. Um, is the nose, the nostril, but his nose totally droops. This is where the nose comes down right here. And then it goes into the nostril, this darker area here. And that for me is kind of really when somebody's truly looking at this picture and looking less the hat, less the whatever, the nose is unmistakable that it's so darn close to exactly Richard Allen's droop nose that comes down here and then goes up with to the nostrils. So you don't see the nostril as well on this side, but right there is that thing. It's not as much the eyes, even though the eyes do have that same type of cut to them. But when I look at, say, KD's hat curves more like this than his hat here. But again, we're talking about, how guys, they take their hand and then they squash their hats closer. And another thing that kind of strikes me, and I know you guys are going to have a hard time seeing this, but Mhm. Okay. Um, Adam, can you just go change our members live to 8:10? Adam,
Yes, I can.
thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. No use for a name. Oh, hey, no use for a name. I remember you. I haven't seen that name in a while, I don't think. Do. It worked. um, all righty. Okay. And what happened there? It worked. Anyways, so so this is Richard Allen's what do you want to call it? Arizona hat, Arizona historical hat on him. And I stop the boys today. Stop the boys today. Somebody else become a member? Or whoever's all becoming members. Thank you guys so much again.
It is now scheduled at your time, Sunny, 8:15.
Okay,
So
perfect.
20 minutes or
Perfect.
14 minutes or
Okay.
19 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, just postpone that just a little bit, just to finish up here properly. And thank you guys for anyone that's subscribing to Adam's channel. Deb can drop her link, of course, always. And for becoming a member, if you weren't a member, or your CD, like a really good friend, and you go, oh, you know what, I'm going to spend that $2 on you guys. Whereas I'm going, CD, I'm kind of poor. So yeah, good evening to you too. Okay, so going back to Richard Allen here again, the hat, the Arizona hat. Now, I showed you guys kind of like a picture before where this somewhat heart shape was peeking through in a picture. I did a video on that a while back, and I'm not sure if it's not really in this picture here, and I'm not going to worry about it because what I wanted to show more so was on this hat. You guys see this little piece right here, that silver piece. Okay. Well, on this hat, now you're not going to actually see it too well in that one, to be honest with you. It's amazing when you're looking at it on an iPad, or a phone, how much it sticks out so much more versus here. But anyways, so let's just take here. So you see that little piece at the end of the hat. So this hat for Richard Allen, let's just call it Richard Allen, the BG, for the sake of argument. This is the curvature line right here. Okay, that's the curvature of the hat. And then basically it goes back here. Now, this one's not quite as curved at this point in time. Stop the boys today. Stop the boys today. I just like the music, to be honest with you. Thank you guys. I'm not even sure what's going on. I just keep hearing music. So what's ever happening, thank you. Congratulations. Happy Hanukkah. I don't know. Okay. So again, going back to the hat. So over on this edge of this hat here is, and you guys, I didn't play with this enough, but you can see that there's this, what do you want to call it? object. And this object actually has a shine to it. And so I look to where this hat goes and I look to where this object is. And then I asked myself, and because of the other pictures that I've showed, like from maybe 3-4 weeks ago or whatever it was, where I showed this kind of heart shape, because on Richard Allen's hat, so on Richard Allen's hat is, the Arizona thing. So one of the pictures that I showed, like I said, 3 or 4 weeks ago, and I'll make it better, you guys, but it's got like this heart shape to it. And so it's picking up some sort of emblem on the hat that has a heart shape of some sort. And because this kind of does come down like a heart, and then I see something over here, it's not like, that's not selling me. The nose is truly what's selling me. And that's the whole thing that has absolutely sold me. That BG, the person on the bridge, that doesn't mean that there wasn't other people and stuff like that. But to me, the person on the bridge is not KD. And I hate to admit this because I thought I was so right, but obviously I think I was so wrong, and never going to call out somebody again. I'll wait till the thing's over. Then I'll make an apology if he has nothing to do with any of it whatsoever, because obviously I've learned my lesson that you just don't mess with people's lives like that. When you think, I thought I was doing the right thing. But and I'm just going to take accountability for myself, not the other 90 POIs that people out there. I'm just taking accountability for myself. And I'm going to say, to me, as much as they're just so similar. If I actually cut Kitty's picture out of here, it's off to the left side. It's, you guys would probably more so go with KD if I showed you both pics, but it's the nose. The nose is the same droopy ass nose with the nostril that goes up that Richard Allen has here. So again, if anyone looks at pictures, this right here is the shadowing of the nose. And then of course this part here, the nostril, but it's this droop, the significant droop. And Richard Allen does have, and I hate to say this too, but whatever, I'm just going to say it anyway. He does have like a little mole at the end of his nose there.
Moly.
Yeah, it is.
Be careful, Sonny. You have family in the house.
Yeah, do I?
Yeah.
Anyways, so that to me is why, for me, there's proof that RA is, because the nose is like the biggest giveaway. I think that they royally screwed up. I'm royally myself pissed, because you know how many times I said to people, like, you guys, they're telling you that this is a younger person. They're literally telling you he's basically freaking 18 to 30 years old. And yet they have to eat all this pie. And you know what? So they should, honestly, because they are the ones that literally made a mockery and muck of this case. They are the ones that are accountable for double talking, for throwing out information, for literally turning around on the family, and then coming out with this young person sketch, and then going, oh, fancy that, Doug Carter. Fancy that, Doug Carter. Heaven forbid that, oh, look at that. It's indeed, it's some 55-year-old, 50-year-old dude. How embarrassing, to be honest with you. Like, honestly, I feel so horrible for the family that literally, that not only did they come out with the second sketch that shocked them, and then they go back to almost the first sketch, and let alone that they had this information at the start of this case. I'm sorry, but that they have to own up to that stuff. That is just, it's just, it is what it is, and you can't change back time. But it is disgusting to see what a mess they literally actually made of this case, and they're the ones that actually caused the sluice of the internet, like so many different. They're the ones that made it cray, like really, because they kept giving such misinformation and double talking themselves that they literally put people's heads in a whole spin, because they're literally saying certain things, and then they're saying, oh, I can't talk about that. But no, wait, but you did in your last interview, and now you're saying you can't. and you're saying that this person's older, and then 2 years later you're saying younger. I mean, there's so much more to that, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I just want justice for Abby and Libby. That's all. Do I believe that Richard Allen is the guy on the bridge? I absolutely do. I don't care if he's 5'6". I mean, originally they said this person was 5'6" to 5'10". They also said that he had red hair. They also said a lot of other things as well. Who knows what's all going to happen with that? I just want to see, and you guys want to see, justice for Abby and Libby, and that's what it comes down to. Idaho case never had anyone as a person of interest for the reason of, well, actually, to be honest with you, I never even thought about it. I was just looking at the facts that were in front of me. And yeah, Purdue, Sunny, thank you for admitting this. I think this helps the case as well. This elevates your street cred. Is that what it is? My street cred. You know, when you're wrong, if you feel like you're wrong, you're wrong. Trust me, I sat there for weeks after this looking at both pictures, and I still had such a hard time. But the one thing that was unmistakable to me is, although if somebody looks at, say, KD's picture and his nose is down, he does have the droop nose as well, but the flare on the side is different. What?
I do miss KD a little bit.
You do? Oh, should I bring him back up? I'm sure he misses me too. I mean, he did.
Should we start dropping the link to his tie-dye t-shirt business?
Maybe we should. You know, or maybe perhaps JLR's press and media. I mean,
why buy his when you can buy ours?
I know. Anyways, well, the eyes, honestly, however somebody wants to take this picture, I'm just saying for myself, and it, trust me, I have to admit something. If I do come to the conclusion that I'm wrong, it was so hard to tell. Honestly, most people would have picked KD if they had their choice between the two, probably. Because the shadowing of the nose falls right in line with KD's nose, and the same shadowing. There's so much more, but the droop of the nose to me was unmistakable. That Richard Allen's nose follows this. Plus, he has like a little mole somewhere there, which is hanging kind of right here. I'm just showing you this picture in a sense. I mean, and his eyes too. Like, I mean, Richard Allen's eyes. I think they're a piercing blue almost, if I'm not mistaken. Either way, he has like, and I'm not sure if you can tell because the pictures down here, but there definitely is that same kind of cut in the eye, but that's like, that wouldn't sell it for me. It's really the nose and the fact that they arrested him, and the fact that there's a shell casing, spent shell casing that was there, you know, etc., 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 with the guy. So, not that I believe he's the only person. Absolutely do not. I think there's a lot more to the story than meets the eye still. I just think that that Richard Allen is actually the BG. But, you know, he has many different looks about him. But yeah, I've never looked at the sketches. The sketches meant nothing to me because it was the video that meant everything to me, because that was the best of it. Like, that was, to me, where you would find at least something in there. Not the sketches that they went by. No. But anyways, you guys, we're going to end this live here. You know what? Give me a moment here. I know you guys probably don't want to hear. We'll stop screen and then we'll come back on and go, hello everyone. Thanks for all that noise and the songs. It really does put me in the mood. I love listening to music. Yesterday I was singing Elvis for the Lisa Marie Presley, and you know, I just want to update you guys on my TikTok videos, just because I'm feeling a little bit proud.
You blew up on that one.
Oh yeah,
it was at like 66,000 yesterday.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah. Let's see here. I know. No, this is my TikTok right here. Anyone wants to follow me? The description, me or Adam or whatever.
I haven't looked at mine.
Yeah, everything's in the link of this video. This one right here, you guys. This is TMZ reporting. I can't really play it too much because on TikTok you can use
75. Good. Wow.
Yeah, 75.2K. This one has 43.5K, And that one was just because it was actually part of this first video.
Huh.
But then I
Good
had to
for you.
yeah, because this one was showing like the house. And this one's gonna gain. This one's really pretty, you know.
Okay, now pull mine up.
Love me.
Oh, now pulling here. Wait, hold on. You guys don't want to see my Mr. Nut video? Hold on. Detective Nut at your service. Hold on. I like to wash nuts. I like to eat nuts. I like the walnuts. Yeah, walnuts. Okay. I go after bros, hoes, cheaters, beaters. What do you need? Call me crazy. Call me a nut. But I'm the nut for you. Detective Nut at your service. Watch this. Sorry. And it says that's Detective Nut. Okay, so sorry. I just thought I'd give that to you guys. Anyways, so you want me to pull up yours quickly, Adam?
Oh, I'm right down there on the bottom.
Yeah, there you are. Oh, and I went from hold on. I mean, let me back it up. I went from 102 followers to 314 in a couple.
Good for you.
Okay, here's yours, Adam. Let's see. Oh, okay. You got 18.9K on this one, 28.8K on this one. You have 473 followers. You got 122K on this one.
Oh, good.
And then 23.2K on this one.
Right.
Again.
Thank you to Deb, because I never would have put my stuff on TikTok if Deb hadn't told me to.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I kept doing little ones here and there, and maybe it was Deb inspired. I don't even remember. I just was thinking I really got to get to know this TikToky and Instagram stuff. So if it was, without me realizing it because of that, so be it. I think I know I inspired her to do shorts. She said, because shorts in 10 days, then they'll be part of the whole thing. They're actually kind of fun. I'm having a little bit of fun.
I like doing shorts.
Yeah, shorts. Anyways,
Because I don't like commitment. They're like the appetizer of videos. And if anyone's ever seen the movie Mermaids, Cher in Mermaids says she only eats hors d'oeuvres because it doesn't require commitment. That's how I feel about everything in life.
Yeah, exactly. I hate commitment to stuff. I do actually. Okay, anyways, you guys. Okay, so again, if you guys aren't a member, want to become, I just dropped the link again. In the members one, we will be showing the text message where the family member says that they sold information, talks about Carter and Lesenby. It's not a huge long thing, but come join us. But that's where it's getting shown. It's not getting shown on here. So we're going to end this live. Thank you for everyone that sobbed in the last few days. Thank you again to Psychic Sleuths for last night's live. Thank you to Alexa. Thank you to Lewis. Lewis, again, bless your eye. Peace, not silence. Yeah. Go ahead.
And
Sorry.
Sonny, can you send me the link for the next one?
Yeah, me too.
Oh, yes. I got to do that. Unless Adam wants to do it for me because he loves me.
Well, Alexa and I are not on Messenger together.
Oh, fine. I'll just do it myself then. No.
Alex and I are not what?
I don't think we're on Messenger.
I thought I didn't know.
We're not?
I don't believe you never DM me.
Alex, that's a good thing. Don't worry about it.
I thought you were on that thing.
Oh, the group chat.
On the group chat, yeah.
Yeah. That's true.
I have to look at it.
That's how much he pays attention to the group chat. Okay.
Yeah, not all the time, but I try to read it.
I know. I a lot of times don't look at it myself.
Believe me, having two kids, it's a full-time job.
Looking after Adam is more than a full-time job, to be honest with you.
I know.
I feel your pain.
It used to be Deb's job, but she doesn't have to work. She doesn't have to do it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Well, although I still bother her every day.
No use for a name. We'll just pull you out of your shell, right, Kyle? Right.
No, thank you for no use for. I think I got 8 new subscribers. However, you did that. No use for a name. Thank you.
Yeah, I love having Alexa in the group chat. Really, Deb? That's not what you said before. Somehow, okay. I see your game. No, just kidding. I'm down and watches. I love you. Just know that. And anyway, I want to say to Peace and Lewis, they did a live. Again, you guys can go check that out on what is Peace's channel's name now? Is it Never Silent? What is it?
Yeah,
Never silent.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it was Peace Not Silent. So I still used to calling him that.
I still call him Peace, but it's never silent.
Yeah, never silent. And
And
I call him
I
never
can drop
mind.
On there.
while we're saying goodbye, I can drop his
Oh.
link.
Our other live is starting. We got to go.
Yeah.
Bye. Thank you guys so much. We'll see the
Bye,
members.
everybody. Have a good
We'll see
night.
the members in the members
night.
live. Thank you. Take care, guys.